because we're streaming right now.
Boom. Streaming. Super fans and longtime listeners can watch me eat dolmas out of my salad.
Oh, yay. It's
Do you not,
lunchtime here at the On Fire Tonight headquarters.
you don't like a delicious grape leaf wrapped delight?
I always thought that I would, and I was not I am not a fan.
Interesting. They can have different stuff inside them. Like the most basic kind is like rice and it's all sort of like oily.
I like oily, but I
Mhm.
don't like rice.
You don't like rice, like any
Well,
kind of
you know what?
rice.
I can't eat it anymore. I I honestly have thrown up every time I've had rice in the past 2 years.
Because of the rice or for other reasons, and it was just like a scarring thing to have to throw it up.
It it expands in my stomach and I get way too full and I throw it up.
You know, you're supposed to cook the rice before you eat it.
Don't be stupid. Of course you're not supposed to do that. I'm like a pigeon in the 50s after a wedding.
Yeah, just
Ugh.
yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Are you ready to clap it in? Are we streaming on all services and recording?
We'll see. Yeah, let's clap it in. Yeah.
Night.
Ow!
What's up, everybody? It's On Fire Tonight with Josh and Tressa. I'm Josh.
I'm Tressa.
Guess what, guys? We're going to talk about Our Flag Means Death, season 1, episode 4. So if you haven't seen it already and you don't like spoilers, watch it first.
You idiot.
No, you good human.
It
Get to call each other idiots. We can't call the super fans idiots.
It was a really bad idea of you to tell me that you thought the word idiot was funny because I cannot stop saying it now. It is my favorite.
Yeah, it's very funny. And it's also like, it's such a malleable word because you can mean it to be silly and friendly, and you can also mean it to be like hurtful and hateful.
So fun.
Yeah, absolutely. So you just try to guess where I'm coming from. You fucking idiot.
You're just going too far now, and my feelings are getting hurt.
Thought it was within the realms of, fun play. I'm so sorry.
It's my stomach.
Oh, I wasn't, or is it gurgling? I don't hear it.
Okay, good, because it is very loud on my end.
Oh, did you eat 1 grain of uncooked rice?
I had a handful of Doritos because I enjoy garbage food.
Meanwhile, I have a
I made a
delicious.
salad.
I have a salad.
It has French on it.
It does not have French on it.
You liar.
It has some olive oil and some lemon juice.
That sounds terrible.
It has some goat cheese.
Oh.
And it's a pretty simple salad. Super fans are on the edge of their seat. They want to know what is up with Josh's salad.
What's on that salad today, Josh?
Well, I got some mixed greens.
Mm.
I got some dolmas, canned dolmas from Trader Joe's.
Canned? I didn't know they had canned.
Yeah, so it's like the same dimensions as like a can of cat food. But
Yum.
yeah. Or like tuna fish.
Mm-hmm.
You open it up and it's got a bunch
Or
of
little Viennas.
Hmm? Does that come in like that same sort of circular can?
No, it's a totally different can. I just wanted to say that.
Oh, okay. Yeah, so anyway,
Any sesame sticks?
no sesame sticks. I don't know what they are. I don't know what sesame sticks are.
They're so good. They are so delicious. Josh,
So I guess I have to wonder, does canned dolma count as processed food? How
it's
much how
gotta
much
be.
how much processing in a food source constitutes it being a processed food? Any?
I mean, all food is processed to a point.
Unless you're just eating raw vegetables and raw meat.
Yeah, and that's stupid. You're an idiot if you do that.
Right. Well, I mean, I like my brownies to be brownies and not just uh individual raw components of brownies.
Yep.
Cool.
Yep. Yep. Hey, Josh, do me a favor.
I'll
Uh,
do any favor you need. Yeah,
thank
absolutely.
you.
I'm here for you. I
Yeah,
got you.
thank you. Next time you go to Trader Joe's, ask them for sesame sticks and get some.
Do do they sell them there?
Probably.
Okay.
I'm
Anyway,
guessing if anyone has them, it would be Trader Joe's or a bulk store.
I'm gonna do some independent investigation on sesame sticks,
Mhm.
thanks to your prodding.
They're great for snacking, just straight
Yeah,
out the bag.
yeah.
Great for salads. That's it.
Those are the two uses.
Mhm.
Cool.
Mhm. Josh, we are here talking about Our Flag Means Death, episode 4 right now.
Our flag means death.
Yes. Have you seen this episode before? You watched it for this?
No, no, this is brand new to me. Super fun.
Yay.
Super duper fun.
I'm so excited that I get to be the one that knows what happens now.
Right, because you've watched all the way and I'm just seeing stuff for the first time. So for me or for other listeners that haven't watched ahead, don't spoil anything ahead, but let's dig into this episode.
Let's do it, Josh.
All right, so we start off with Steed and Mary. Uh
Have not met yet.
they have not met yet. Their parents have explained are explaining separately that they are to marry each other in an arranged marriage. It's, you know, she's got acreage, he's got money. It's a marriage that makes sense
To rich people, yes.
to rich people.
And neither of them want it, but what are you going to do? Because life sucks ass. So they get married.
They get married on the seashore.
Mm,
The priest officiating, there's like almost no one there. It's just like
yeah, yeah.
them and a
Their
parent to
parents.
peace
Yeah.
and the officiant. And it's like a stormy day on the seashore. And he refers to the lighthouse in the distance and how they should be a lighthouse for each other.
Yep.
So
And one
we
of their
learn,
parents presents them with their wedding presents, which are headstones.
oh, how nice.
Mhm.
They're gravestones.
Yeah.
The I recently saw something that very much confused me. Speaking of headphones and
Yeah,
headstones,
yeah.
so
Where they had stone-shaped headphones. That would be confusing if you ask me.
no, but that's
Uh,
something.
yeah.
That would be something. Um, a guy died. It was COVID related,
Okay.
and his family, I think his brother put up a headstone on the grave, and it's like, I guess, a grave that like the brother also has a plot for himself in the future. So
Hmm.
the so it says the name and the dates for the dead brother, and it says the name and the first date for the living
Oh,
brother. Is that
yeah.
normal?
I don't know.
I've I'm not I don't believe I've ever seen like the pre-chiseled.
I don't know. I don't know that. Yeah, I don't know. Is is it the same stone
Yeah,
that's like
it's
spread
it's
out?
it's one stone. So it has like the family name, and then it has like, on the left this one, and on the right that one.
I can see how that would make more sense, but
But like, would you put it in stone while you were still living?
I mean, I don't give a shit. It,
I guess I don't super give a shit either, but it just seems strange. Like it
it does
seems
seem strange for sure,
uh,
but
I can
I
see all sorts of
personally,
like decisions being made in the heat of grief that you might not otherwise make. Like
well,
you
like
like,
this guy's an idiot on his gravestone, but
well, no, I'm saying like, you have to, a loved one dies, and you're suddenly having to deal with like funeral services and like the various vendors that accompany that business.
and it's one less thing to worry about.
I guess so. Yeah, you're just overwhelmed with like all the rest of it. Anyway, all I'm
I
saying
mean, it
is,
sucks. Planning a funeral fucking sucks ass. You have to get it all done, and it's like planning a wedding in 2 days. It fucking sucks. But I mean, most death rituals, at least in America, I've grown up with them. I know them, and they still seem weird as fuck to me. I don't know why I don't understand burial. It doesn't make sense to me. Nobody needs bodies once we're done with them. I don't, my point being, I'm not the one to ask because I think it's all fucked up and stupid.
okay. So anyway, Steed and Mary get gifts of gravestones
Hmm.
with their names already chiseled in
And their birth dates.
and their birth dates. So they're good to go as soon as they die. Um, we learn that this is all in flashback. Steed is he's suffering in his sick bed. He, at the end of the last episode, he was stabbed in the gut by a Spanish Navy guy right before Blackbeard and crew, pirates of Penzance, their way
They sure did.
in and saved the day or ruined the day, depending on your
Right.
perspective on things.
They murdered every Spaniard on that boat. We find
Yeah.
out.
And one or two of them died in the process, but fair enough. That's their job description.
It happens.
They're pirates.
Exactly. And
So
so,
so he's yeah, so he's like unconscious and dreaming about his past. He sees himself playing with his kid. Like there's a real sort of time compression thing in
yeah, yeah,
his memory slash dream, where like he's playing with kids and they're playing pirates against his wife's wishes, because
yeah, yeah, yeah.
according to her, it gives them nightmares, but they seem to be having a blast.
They fucking love it. She's fucking Mary, dude. No, she's great. I'm just kidding.
um
And Blackbird's black. God damn it. I'm gonna keep doing that for this whole fucking series.
4 and
Black
20.
Blackbeard is watching him toss and turn and talk in his sleep.
And he's fascinated by it.
Absolutely fascinated by it.
Yeah, he's just keeping him company by his sick bed.
Yeah. He goes
Is
up.
Izzy walks in at some point
Hmm.
and is like,
Yep, that's what he says. They go up to like wherever, top board, starboard, I don't know any boat stuff, but they're like, Izzy's like, we got to get out of here. The rest of the Spaniards are coming and we murdered everybody. And they will do the same to us if we don't get the fuck out of here. And Blackbeard's not really paying attention. He's like talking about clouds, asking if the clouds look like wieners or frankfurters or whatever.
yeah, Izzy will not take a child's view of the clouds without prodding.
Yeah,
Black
yeah, yeah. Sausages. Yeah, yeah, yeah,
Blackbeard is like, no, I know they're clouds, but what do they
yeah,
look like? Use your imagination. It's like pulling teeth with you most of the time. He's like, sausages, I guess. It's like,
Yes,
exactly, Frankfurters.
frankfurters.
Exactly.
Then we see the crew is fixing the ship. There's a shot of Lucius just kind of not even looking at a hammer that he's just kind of tapping on the, the deck.
It's such a silly, it's such a silly approach. Like,
Even if they wanted to, they wouldn't be able to fix anything. It's adorable. And Blackbeard and Izzy come down and they're like, whoa, they've got a beard or they've got a bird guy.
I love that you switch bird and
Yeah,
beard.
I know. What the fuck?
Yeah. So Ewan Bremner is the bird guy with just a
Yeah.
bird sitting on his head.
His name is Kyle. Thank you.
Yeah, Kyle is pleased to meet you. Oh my God, why don't we have a bird guy?
The crew, Steed's crew, fucking love him. They're fascinated. They're
They're starstruck.
Yes, it's fucking Blackbeard, dude.
Yeah, Black Pete, who's previously talked about how he was Blackbeard's right-hand man, doesn't seem to be like chatting with his old friend at all.
I know, it's weird.
And one of Blackbeard's like dudes just punches him in the gut repeatedly.
So maybe they do know him.
Maybe they do. Either way, is
Mhm.
not well liked,
Nope.
nor is he addressed by Blackbeard.
Nope.
Blackbeard's going around introducing himself. He's happy as the day is long.
He's having a great time.
Yeah.
Good for him.
Yeah.
We go to another flashback because Steed opens his eyes for a second in his cabin and sees the painting that Mary painted for him on their anniversary. So we get to hear or see the story about that. And he, in turn, for her present for their anniversary, got a boat made.
Yeah, he got a tiny model of a beautiful schooner.
Mm-hmm. And she fucking hates it.
Yeah, but he's like, wouldn't it be awesome? What if we lived on a boat like this and, to get away from the monotony? And she's like, I don't want to live on a boat. And you think our life is monotonous? I think our life is good. And like, you can see they're sitting in like a well-appointed room. There's like a fire in the fireplace. It's like, it's a nice place.
It's fucking luxury.
Even by contemporary standards.
Especially by contemporary standards. Are you kidding me? It was amazing. Chandeliers. Go ahead.
Yeah, 2 chandeliers.
Chandeliers. Go ahead.
So he's like, well, not like, I don't think our life is monotonous, but like, just to break up like the routine and humdrum of like every day being like horrible and the same and exactly the same. What if we lived on a boat and had a life of adventure?
Okay, but I hate the ocean. I just said that yesterday.
Yeah,
when we were at the ocean.
And he's like, when we were at the ocean.
Okay, fine. I'll stop work on it then.
And she's like, what?
He's nothing. Like, what? Nothing.
She's like, are you having a boat me. It's like, it was just an idea.
I would never. I would never.
So then we flash back into like the room where Steed is in his sick bed, and Blackbeard
And
is
Izzy.
and Izzy is like, listen, man, the Spanish Navy, and Lucius is there, and
Not yet.
he's like, hey,
Mhm.
can you count backwards?
Wait, not yet. Well, yeah, go ahead.
Oh no, go ahead.
Well, he and Izzy are before that. He and Izzy, Blackbird. Oh, Blackbeard and Izzy are going. They're like exploring around Steed's like cabin, and Blackbird. God damn it! Blackbeard is explaining how he's so fucking bored. He's done with pirating. He's bored with it, and Izzy's like, well, pretty much the only other thing to do as a pirate is to die or whatever. He's like, hey, I haven't done that yet. Let's do that. That sounds super fun. And then later he's at the Steed's side, comforting, watching, whatever.
Yeah,
And that's when Lucius,
observing.
yeah. And then
He's
Lucius,
just he's a student. He's fascinated by things.
absolutely.
Yeah, he's a curious person.
Mm-hmm. He's a pirate. I mean, all pirates got to be curious, right? Sailing, exploring.
I don't know. I mean, I think that many pirates were sailors that got press ganged into service.
Yeah, that too.
They probably would have done anything but that.
Yeah. But also, there's people like the gentleman pirate.
There's people like the gentleman pirate. There's people like, these are professional pirates and privateers who make their living on the high sea, uh, you know, taking what they can from anyone that they can.
That's right. Making their way downtown. uh oh yeah, so Lucius walks in. He's like, oh, but I'm out. Sorry. And he's like, how long does he tell him to count? He's like, do you count? And he's like, yeah, I can count.
It's like, I need you to count backwards. Yeah, I can count backwards. Great.
An
Count
hour.
backwards from an hour and 46 minutes and then tell me
Yeah.
when you're done.
Yeah.
So we've got a ticking clock at a time when having a ticking clock would have been a luxury.
Oh, the crew can't believe that Jim is a lady.
Yeah. They're like, so wait a second. You're a girl and you don't have a beard and your nose is different and you can talk.
Are you a mermaid though?
Look, it's really bad luck to have a woman aboard ship.
They have crystals in their bodies that attract demons.
It's science. It's not superstition, it's science.
Absolutely. Come on.
And she's like, I'm just going to say this one time with a knife to your throat. I've been aboard the ship for weeks and I've been a woman the whole time.
Well, we did get boarded.
Enough of that.
But Steed wakes up, Wes.
So wait, are you still Jim? And if you're not Jim, can I be Jim? I love Nat Faxon as the Swede, who's very dumb. That's a great character.
Mm-hmm.
I think that actors get a character who's dumb, and it's hard to make that be something great.
Yeah.
Because if you're just a dumb person playing dumb, that's not very interesting.
Correct.
But you like, here's a great example of making dumb fucking awesome.
I agree.
I mean, it's like, like John Travolta as Vinnie Barbarino in Welcome Back, Kotter.
Of course.
Like that character was just written to be dumb and he found a way to make it like so awesome.
He's like, yeah.
So I'm a big sweat hog lover.
I know. That's what your jacket says on the back.
Yeah, big time. And just like Epstein, I've got a note from my parents.
Okay, but it's 2022. You can't just say Epstein. You have to preface that.
Juan Epstein?
Thank you. Thank you.
Oh, right. Sorry. When I think Epstein,
I think Juan.
I think Juan Epstein from Welcome Back, Kotter.
I mean, sure.
Okay, so Jim is a woman. Can we accept this? I guess we have to accept this because that's
It's
what it
not
is.
really a girl's name, though. It's not like Margaret, which is an either or name.
Right. Margaret could be either or.
Now Steed wakes up. Right?
Steed wakes up and he sees this long hair, bearded character looking at him. He's like, "Oh, do you work for Blackbeard?" He's like, "Oh, never thought about it that way. Suppose I do. Hi, I'm Ed." Blackbeard's real name was Edward Teach. Was it Edward or Edwin?
I think it's Edward.
I think so too.
And
yeah. So there's a minor existential crisis. Like he's already sort of having an existential crisis. Like he's not loving his life.
He's in a rut.
Yeah, he's asked about who he is, and we have the division of I and myself, right?
Mm-hmm.
Who am I if I can't live with myself? And is myself someone different?
Nope.
So,
yep.
So he's like, "Hey, don't jump around too much or your guts will all pop out."
He's not wrong.
Yeah, he's not wrong. And they start chatting and getting along really well.
Ed picks up a piece of fabric and he's like, "Ooh, is this silk?"
Like,
actually,
no.
That's cashmere. Do you fancy a fine fabric? Well, if I got something for you, buddy.
He's like, "Can I show you something?" And he goes over and he's like, "I built secret passageways into the boat, just for fun."
I love that. Who wouldn't do that? That's genius.
Absolutely. Like, why not? Why the fuck not? If Webster's house could have secret passageways, why not this boat?
A dumb waiter?
No, there were like secret passageways. They expanded it. I think they ran out of ideas and they're just like, what if we just made the house more interesting?
People are just watching for the house anyway. It's fine.
So Steed takes him into his auxiliary closet. It's just filled with summer linens and different looks for fall. And I was looking for these trousers. And they're like, he's marveling at this stuff. He's like, "This is wonderful. I can't believe you've got so much stuff here. What craziness." He was marveling before Steed woke up.
Yeah.
At the knickknacks and all the stuff. And he's like, "This guy has got an open fire with a ton of bits of paper everywhere on a working ship.
Made out of wood.
Made out of wood." This guy's fucking crazy.
What did they make the fireplace out of? I don't know what they make fireplaces out of anyway, so it's fine.
Oh, I saw a great photo that I believe to be real.
Of a fireplace? I've seen one of those in person, dude. Top that.
So this was a fireplace on Led Zeppelin's Private Plane.
Oh, shut up.
So I don't think it was a working fireplace, but they had it built and installed, and they were like sitting around like Indian style. Wait, can you still say Indian style, or is that canceled?
No, it's crisscross applesauce or
Okay.
pretzel
Okay, so they're sitting around cross-legged,
or
uh, uh,
cross.
like on the ground or like on like some deep shag carpet
Of course.
on their jet. Fucking great.
That is fantastic. And now I have a goal for my future.
Private jet with fireplace.
And shag carpet. Yes. Izzy comes yelling down to Edward.
Right. And they're in the hidden closet. He's like, oh no, is that Blackbeard?
No, I am.
No, I'm Blackbeard.
I love it so much.
He's like, oh man, I wish I would love to be Blackbeard just for a moment. It just seems so awesome. And he's like, really? Well, I have a crazy idea. And then the next thing we see is Ed, aka the real Blackbeard, wearing a frilly shirt, clearly belonging to Steed. And Steed is not on deck. Our man, Blackbeard, says, all right, everybody, I want you to give a warm welcome for your captain, Blackbeard the pirate. And then Steed comes walking out in Blackbeard's clothes. And we got to take a time out and talk about Blackbeard's clothes. He's
Yay.
wearing almost the exact
Yeah.
outfit
Mm-hmm.
of Kurgan from Highlander.
Oh, okay. Yes. Yes.
Wait, what were you thinking?
Mad Max.
Oh there's Mad Max and there's Kurgan. Wait, does Mad Max have one sleeve missing the same way?
I believe
Okay.
so, yeah. And he also has like the same sort of armor stuff on
The
his
apocalypse
knees.
shoulder.
Yep. No, I was talking about his knees. Like there's some sort of armor on his knees too, I think.
Right. So Blackbeard's outfit is like a contemporary biker's like leather, like
Yes.
is very contemporary looking.
Not even trying to be accurate. Yeah.
No, not at all. Just like
Mhm.
perfect.
Yeah.
That's the look.
Mm-hmm.
Great. Let's get on set now.
Because there can be only one Blackbeard, so why not? What did I want?
Amazing. There can be only one, and here we have. Oh, it's very interesting.
Isn't it?
Yeah, so now we have Steed as Blackbeard and Blackbeard as Steed,
Mm-hmm.
and everyone on the crew is like forced to say hi to Steed in Blackbeard's clothes and treat him as Blackbeard.
And they hate it.
They hate it,
I
and
don't
they
know.
don't trust, like no one has ever trusted him, and it's not going to
No.
start now.
No.
They don't
Izzy is
understand. They don't understand what's happening. They don't
no.
understand
Why
what
would they?
Blackbeard is doing, but like they know that one guy is like a deadly pirate captain and one guy is an idiot.
And as soon as they both walk out, Izzy leaves. He is pissed off beyond all belief. Black Pete's like, what is even happening right now?
Yeah, that's like Black Pete's one moment in the entire like of dialogue in the episode. He literally just walks up from off screen and is like, what is even happening here? Calling it out.
So good.
So
Izzy pulls him aside, Ed, and he's like, we got to get the fuck out of here. The Spaniards are coming. And Edward's just like, it's cool, it's fine, whatever. And
hold on a
Is
second.
yeah,
Hold
yeah,
on a
yeah.
second.
Go ahead.
He's more than just like it's fine or whatever.
God damn it. God damn it, Josh. Yes, he is. That's all he says. I quoted him. Go ahead.
He has a whole plan revolving around it being September 2nd.
He doesn't know that yet. He's playing it cool right now because Izzy's pissed off. And he's like, fuck you, you fucking twat. I'm out of here. Once we get out of here, I'm gone. He hasn't told him the plan yet.
Okay. All right.
So I was right. So
So walk us through it. All right, walk us through it. I probably am remembering out of order. My bad. My bad.
he was like, no, it's cool, whatever. And then Izzy's like, fuck you, you're a twat, I'm out. And then there's a giant fog that rolls in that's super, super thick. And everyone's like, they'll never see us. Hooray, we're saved. How did you know? And Ed is like, duh, I saw Frankfurter clouds. It's like September 2nd, and it's cool. I knew all this was going to happen because I am a sailor pirate guy. It's
Right.
fine.
Right. He was like, it's September 2nd. Tonight is a full moon. I saw the clouds on the horizon and correctly understood that that meant that when the sun sets, the water would cool and a heavy fog would roll in. And also at the same time, Lucius is like, time's up, time's up. Like, I'm like, countdown clock is over.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
And they're like, wait a minute, it's September 1st. Tomorrow's September 2nd.
Because it's a leap year.
Except that doesn't make sense because
No,
it
it
would be
doesn't
the
at
other
all.
way. Or or
But
whatever. It
also, it
doesn't matter.
like
And also, like, if you're
what?
one day off of the full moon, it's still very full.
It's very, very full. It so doesn't even matter at all.
So yeah,
But
so like
yeah,
his scientific plan had holes in it. And he's like, he turns to Steed. He's like, okay, so you've got to make decisions. This is what being Blackbeard means. Like, what do we do? How do we face them? How do we get away? Or how do we engage? And everyone's yelling. And he's like, this is what it means to be the captain. You wanted to know, and this is the deal.
I don't even remember where that was because
So that was down in the hold.
because he went. Oh yeah, that was before he found out that it was September 2nd. He thought that it was all taken care of. He was basically bluffing with Steed,
Oh,
thinking that
maybe you're
everything
right.
was taken care of. Yeah, I totally forgot because
Oh,
because he's
right.
like,
Okay. Okay. You're right. You're right. So that scene plays out first. And then,
yeah,
oh shit, it's September 1st, not September 2nd. Your
yeah.
whole plan
And
cannot
he's like,
work.
all right, well, we're fucked. If you can swim, I suggest that. I'm gonna go get wasted.
Right. Because the captain goes down with the ship.
Yeah,
So, like, Steed follows him down and, like, they talk about, hey, what's that? Oh, this painting? My wife made it for me. I was supposed to be a lighthouse for her. And then they look at each other. They both had the same brilliant idea. We've got to be a lighthouse.
you're supposed to avoid a lighthouse, not whatever they said at the
Right.
wedding.
You don't want to guide into a lighthouse. The whole point of a lighthouse is to warn you away from the rocks. So avoid at all costs. Holy shit, that's what we need to be. So they climb the mast, they create they light a fire. We've already established there's fire on the boat,
Yes, a lantern.
a
Thank you.
lantern, and we put it on a rotating swing to mimic the look of like a lighthouse's rotating mirror.
Yes, there is a mirror involved with this. It is very complicated without being complicated at all.
Right.
Uh,
He has Steed take a big swig of alcohol of
booze.
some kind, some rum, I assume.
Yes, because they're pirates. Mhm.
He's like, so spit it out when I tell you, and it's gonna flare, and wee John is gonna make this like lighthouse noise.
And it
And
fools the Spaniards.
right, so they're in this dense fog, and the Spaniards see it, and they're like, "Holy shit! It's a lighthouse! Get the fuck out of here! Get everybody fucking run for your lives!"
Yeah.
It's exactly like that G.I. Joe parody with pork chop sandwiches.
Yeah. Yes. Body massage.
That's a deep cut for anybody
Yeah.
who happens to know what the fuck I'm talking about.
Thank you, Doug Pound. You are a treasure.
Wait, did he make that?
Mm-hmm.
DJ Doug Pound was the guy behind those?
Yep.
I didn't know that.
Yep.
Good for him.
I know, right? I was at a party in maybe the 90s, late 90s, and I was like quoting those and like being obnoxious and drunk and talking about how much I love them. And some guy was like, "Oh, those are mine." Oh, I'm an asshole. Hi. Yeah.
Wait,
Anyways,
that doesn't make you an asshole. That means that you're a fan of the thing that he made.
I
How does
know,
that make you
but
an asshole?
it's when I say asshole, I just mean that I look like an idiot because I'm making an ass out of myself.
I mean, it's like not your fault for not recognizing
No, I know this. I know
someone.
this. Um, I just have,
I don't actually know what he looks like either. If I
I don't
walked up to
remember
him on
what
the
he
street,
looks like, so it's fine.
I think he's so fucking funny.
Yeah, they're great. What were we talking
We were talking about pork chop sandwiches.
about?
G.I. Joe.
Everybody go look at those. You'll have to deal with the search because I can't help you.
So wait, he's from Chicago?
I don't know if he's from here, but he lived here for quite a while.
Okay. Yeah, so the Spaniards see a lighthouse
You
and
gotta get out
react
of here.
the only way that you can, which is to fucking break. Fucking dip, son.
I think that's what they said.
Yeah, they're like, I'm I'm 5,000 G.
Yeah, it was weird. Not technically correct, I don't think, but fine. So next morning, Ed and Steed are eating marmalade on toast
He's like,
in the
this is
crow's nest.
magnificent marmalade. He's like, yeah, we got rid of a bunch of the gunpowder to make room for it. It's just the
I think
best
it's worth
marmalade in the
it.
world. Gentleman pirate, you've really got some stuff figured out. He's like,
Yeah.
oh man, that's so nice of you to say, but you're the real deal. And so Blackbeard is like, well, maybe you could teach me about being a gentleman pirate, and I could teach you about being a pirate.
Really? They're gonna have a blast.
Right? They're just pals having fun.
Yeah.
Like two people that approach the world with wide-eyed wonderment
Mm-hmm.
and a joy for life.
Mm-hmm. Learning
Joie
new
de vivre.
skills,
Yeah, they're sharing skills.
living life to the fullest.
So Izzy Hands is throwing his bags into a smaller boat so that he can like leave.
Because he
Black
called him a twat and he feels bad.
Blackbeard comes down and Izzy's like, I said some things that I regret.
Lover's quarrel.
Yeah, Blackbeard is like, well, listen, we talked about this whole thing and like, what about retirement? Like, he's like, the only retirement is death from our chosen profession. He's like, well, what if Blackbeard were dead, body wearing Blackbeard's clothes and charred beyond recognition? And
I like
then
the idea of that because I just picture them burning a body and then putting the
putting
clothes
completely fresh clothes on it. Yeah.
because come on, you guys.
I love pre-modern forensic science.
Me too. It's the best.
Oh, wait, I'm going to tell you an anecdote
I'm
that,
here for it.
that's about pre-modern forensic science. And I don't know if this is true. This is something that I was told many years ago. So,
I'm open.
yeah, I don't know if any aspect of this is true.
That makes the best stories. Go ahead.
So, in my old neighborhood, there was like a landmark pizzeria that was one of the first
Where
in the
the
country.
pilgrims went.
No, but I mean, it's like one of the oldest in the country.
Where the
And
pilgrims went. Yeah.
and it's been there for a very long time. In the 50s, my neighborhood was like, in Goodfellas when they show the 50s and it's like young Henry Hill is like parking cars for the gangsters.
Mm-hmm.
That's what my neighborhood was like, except when I was a kid, decades after that, it was still the 1950s somehow. Anyway,
Okay. Yeah. Uh-huh. It's because
back
it's Boston, right?
no, it's actually, well, yes, in a long-winded way. So my neighborhood, the North End, was sort of the Little Italy of Boston, and when they built a highway going through Boston, the highway separated physically that tiny neighborhood from the rest of the city, and it kind of was just like a time capsule for a long time. Like, anyway, what I was told by a friend whose dad grew up in my neighborhood was that back in the 50s, hitmen would kill people and take them into the walk-in freezer at Pizzeria Regina until the body was frozen solid. And then they would drop them in Boston Harbor on Saturday night so that when they thawed, it would appear that they had been killed Sunday morning when everyone had alibis in church.
Shut up.
I don't know if it's true.
I don't
I don't
either.
know if any aspect of it is true, but I love it.
I love it. And it seems like some like a goofball uh mob guy would do. And it'd be like so easy. Alibi right there. Done. Love it.
Yeah, I mean, I think that back then, like forensic science was so nascent that there was really no need to do those things. That's like creating a story rather than
Right,
like
right, right.
covering up a story.
Right.
It's like
Like they wouldn't have fucking known either way.
also uh
Especially if it's in water.
so Boston Harbor is just like thick with dead bodies also. Like I think that
It's like soup. Yum.
no, for real, like in the there's like a couple things that happened like in the 60s and 70s. Like there's an MIT student that went missing and they thought he'd fallen off the Mass Ave bridge, which goes over the Charles and like between Boston and Cambridge. So they dragged the river for like an eighth of a mile in each direction and they found like 20 dead bodies, none of which were him.
God.
For real.
Wait, when approximately was this?
That was in the late 60s, I think, maybe early 70s. But here's the thing.
So it was true.
Yeah, that's a real thing.
No,
And
I
then
mean the
another
mobster thing.
real
Yeah, go ahead.
thing that literally every person my parents' generation saw live on the news. There was like a news report about how much they'd done to clean up the Charles and the harbor. And it was like a live news report from a boat in the harbor.
No.
And the boat hit a dead body.
Come on. What? What?
Yeah. Yep. That's just fucking real. I've never seen it, but every person of my parents' generation that lived in Boston magically was
Come
tuned in
on.
that night.
That's got to be on YouTube, right? Let's look that up.
I've never seen it. And
Man.
I don't know.
So they were freezing the bodies and throwing them over. That's proof
Maybe or
right
maybe
there.
not. Like, I mean, it seems like if you throw a body into the water, like you weight it down so it doesn't pop up and tell a
Well, no,
story.
no, no. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about the 20 something bodies they found in the late 60s when they were trying to find one guy.
Right. And it's like, were those people murdered? Did they like, were they suicides? Were they accidental deaths? I don't know.
Sir, it was obviously not 20 suicides slash accidents.
They had to stop the search. They were like, we are finding too many dead bodies, and none of them are the
We
right
don't have
one.
anywhere to put these guys. Oh. So the end of this episode,
Uh-huh.
Edward is telling Izzy how he's going. Shut up. How he's going to kill Steed and make him be Blackbeard so he can. God damn it, Pickles.
Right. So the end of this episode, Blackbeard is telling Izzy about his plan to pass off Steed as Blackbeard, dress him in Blackbeard's clothes, and have a presentable corpse that is identifiable as the pirate Blackbeard, while he will adopt Steed's identity and go off and live a gentleman's life.
And the best thing about that whole conversation is right after he tells Izzy that and he walks away, the smile on Izzy's face, he is so fucking thrilled to hear this.
Well, he
And
also says, listen, the men are going to need a captain that knows the ropes.
it's true.
He's like, know anybody like that? He's like, yeah,
Huh?
I guess I do. I'm the man.
And so he's got a big ass smile on his face, and Ed has the biggest frown on his face. Like he's not gonna do that. He can't. He likes Seed. They're friends.
Right? They are goofballs of a similar vein. Like
He can
they,
be himself around Seed.
yeah, like Izzy doesn't see shapes in clouds. He doesn't have a child's wonder.
No, he's just a dick.
Well, I mean, to be fair, he's just a person who's really good at the job of pirating.
No, I mean he has one.
He has a dick.
Yeah,
What do you mean?
nothing. Anyway,
Wait,
so
no,
what?
wait. We're talking about Izzy's genitals.
Yeah, it's fun, right?
His name is Izzy Hands. How do you think he got that nickname?
I don't know.
Because he's all hands.
Oh, oh, that was the episode.
Yeah, that was it, man. Guys, this has been a blast. That's a really good episode. I'm looking forward to watching the next one. I'm totally into this show. I don't know how it didn't hook me the first time I tried and failed.
Like I said, it didn't hook me the first couple episodes, so I get it. But once you like get into it, it is so good.
Yeah, I got into the groove.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Boy,
Mm-hmm.
you got to prove
Yep. No, go ahead.
your love to me.
Nice.
All right, so we're looking forward to letterhead from Madonna's lawyers, or I think Sire Records, Capitol Records, Sire.
Tommy Boy, is that a thing?
Is Tommy Boy,
That was
but
her label. What?
is that her label?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay. I don't know. I thought Tommy Boy was like House of Pain.
It could be.
Maybe House of Pain is on Madonna's label.
It's possible. She's very I don't know. She likes stuff.
She does like stuff.
Who doesn't like stuff?
I don't know. Hey, can we talk about the fact that speaking of superstars,
Hmm.
Taylor Swift the other day dropped an album at midnight called Midnight, and then at 3 a.m. she dropped the 3 a.m. album, which is like the same album but like expanded with like 6 or 7 more songs. And within days,
Uh-huh.
she had all 10 of the top 10 spots on the Billboard, and that's never been done by anyone ever before now.
I did see that chart. It's kind of
That's
gross.
that's amazing.
Is it? Or is it just
Like Madonna never did that, Michael Jackson never did that, the Beatles never did that, the Rolling Stones never did that, Elvis never did that.
I just it feels like shenanigans. I don't know. I don't like it. It feels yucky.
Well, I mean, I don't know. I have no idea.
Come on, start shit with me.
You think okay, so you think that the fix is in?
I know. Doesn't it feel icky though? Like she's so mediocre.
I mean,
No.
whether she's your taste or not, it's just like it's interesting. Um
Yes, I agree. Because it's shenanigans. That's why it's interesting.
so you're coming out hard against Taylor Swift.
I'm coming out hard on the
Why does
monopoly of the
Tressa hate
charm.
women so much? Why does Tressa hate it's once again Tressa trying to tear down a successful woman in the arts?
Hey, yeah, I'll take it. It's fine.
Guys, this is we're overtime, unfortunately. Thanks
Oh my
everyone for
God.
joining us. We're
We've
on
been
fire
talking
tonight
for
with Josh
so
and
long.
Tressa.
It's like
Oh, shut
those
your stupid
the
fucking mouth.
the lighthouse.
Why? I'm gonna
It's
murder the fuck out of you.
I mean, seriously, we've been talking for so long. It's almost like it's the next day and it's smoldering in the morning. All right, everybody, we'll see you next time.